I want to show you a super easy and effective way to trellis your tomatoes. I have been doing this for years and it works awesome and is super quick to set up. So let me show you. For this easy trellising project, you're gonna need 2 T-posts that are both 8 feet. So each one is 8 feet long. Then you're gonna need some kind of a sledgehammer or something, or if you have one of those T-post drivers, but this sledgehammer works. Then you're gonna need 2 of these T-joints, like that, 2 of them, just from the hardware store. And then scissors and rope. Another thing you'll need are these long zip ties. And then you're gonna need tomato clips. They go like this. I'll put the link in the description. And then you're gonna need this metal conduit. This is 10 feet long. And then there's one important, crucial thing that I need. Okay, we get it, we get it, we get it. Some muscle. That's all we need, muscle. So come on, let's get started. So I planted these tomatoes a few days ago. And usually I have my trellis set up first and then I plant the tomatoes. But this time around, I kind of did it backwards. So I kind of put, this is part of the trellis system right here, this metal pole. So I put it so I know how many tomatoes I can fit within this row.
And then let's lay it out. So you want to lay it out over your tomatoes so you know what the final product's going to look like.
Do not drop that.
Is that about where you want it? Is that too far that way? How about that?
That's good.
Okay. So that's better.
But come more towards you with the T-post.
Like that? Like in the middle, so the middle of the row?
Yes, the middle of the row.
Okay. So if you're going to do it this way, what we're doing, you don't want it this way with the ridges in. It's best to do the ridges out. When we connect this, the conduit will sit inside this channel and it'll hold it in place. Versus like this, it can fall out. So that'll help lock it in. I like this.
5 hours later.
Is that looking good?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Woo!
Go.
Okay, post 2. Okay, so if you can pick up the conduit. So another thing, you definitely don't want to start driving your post and be too far out, because then it's not going to be tight enough to keep the conduit in there and you risk it falling out on the ground. So you want to have those be a little conservative and make sure that you're not giving too much room. Okay, does that look good? Is that in the middle?
Yeah, because you can always like bend a little bit to make it fit.
Okay, that looks good to me. Yeah.
Wow, I almost just killed my tomato.
Okay, so next step is to put these T-things, not sure the technical word, but they're PVC 1 1/4 is the openings, 1 1/4. You just pop those on top of here. Sometimes you got to give them a little bang from the T-post getting mangled. Okay, so that's on there. Next step, do the other one. Then assemble the second one. Again, have them facing each other. And then I like to shimmy it inside so it's resting in that channel. Then get this guy. So the reason why we mentioned the zip ties is for some reason if you have a big wind, there is the possibility that this, if the wind was really bad, could pull this out and it could fall. So what we've done is it's in the channel. We go ahead and put 2 zip ties in. This one, let's put that in this one. Okay, so we have our zip ties here. They're not super long, so what we do is go ahead and connect them. And then we'll just bring that around equally. Make sure it's all the way in there against the conduits against the T-post. Get that nice and tight. So that way, that zip tie is clamped down and it's holding that conduit in place in that channel. That's really locked in. Just make sure you're all the way in there. Get it super tight. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. You're done.
I'm gonna be using this twine, and I've tried some other ropes, and what has happened in the past is when I would have them tied to the metal pole, the rope would break in the middle of summer, especially once the tomatoes got nice and heavy. So what I'm doing with this is I'm going to tie it twice. So here's the pole. I'm gonna go 1, 2, maybe 3 times, like that. So I'm gonna tie it 3 times to make it even stronger. And I'm actually gonna do 2 strings per 1 tomato plant. Before I've had 1, and so I would have all my tomato plant, the 1 tomato plant would hang on the 1 string, and then it broke and my whole plant fell down with all the tomatoes on it and everything. So this time around, I'm actually gonna put 2 strings per 1 tomato plant. So that seems, so this is like the different kinds of string. I've tried like the plasticky kind. I don't know if I got a Menards or something. I've tried like the plasticky string, and that, like, once it got hot from the sun beating on it and then the weight of the tomato plant, it broke. So I think, I can't remember if I had this break too or not, but I'm not taking chances. I'm gonna triple, and I'm gonna put 2 strings per 1 plant. So there's 15 tomato plants, and we'll need to do the rope, 30 ropes.
Get out.
30 ropes.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So let's measure. Can you measure how long the thing is, and I'll start cutting all the rope.
Wow. Wow. She's really easy to work with.
Get up.
Okay. One down. Yep. How short they are.
This one. Yeah, some are a little too short, so I'm gonna wait until the tomatoes get a little bit taller and then I'll clip them in, so, which is not a problem. They're fine right now, they're not going anywhere. It's mostly for when they get a little bigger. Ooh, we can hang them right here. How perfect is that? Thank you. I want to show you how these tomato clips, how they work. So if you can see in the middle, so once you have like this, in this little spot is where you would put your string. And you want to make sure that it latches on this way. Can you see? Before I've had it like here, and you don't want to do that because it just keeps sliding. So you want to make sure that it's actually locked in both of those little teeth, like that. And so what I do with the tomato plant is I will clip it like this, make sure it's nice and snug against the rope, and then I will go underneath a leaf, so then that way it's kind of, as it pushes up, that's what's holding it in place. If you place it above the leaf node, in the wind, it'll just fly like this and it's not even gonna hold anything in place. So you wanna make sure, tuck it in here, go under, you're snug as a bug. And then I'll just keep on doing as it grows. What I usually do is I actually have all my extra ones, kind of like 2 or 3, just already ready. Because the tomatoes are gonna grow really quick, and before you know it, you're like, oh, I need a clip, where are they? So I kind of like to keep a few of them in place. That's it. I found the name of the rope. This is called Mason line, twisted, 8 pounds. 8 pounds working load limit each. 8 pounds!
8 pounds?
Oh my word. It says on here, what's the weight limit? 8 pounds working load limit. So
16 pounds.
16 pounds, but the tomatoes plants get really heavy. I hope this was helpful and that you guys will try this system as well. I love it, and that's what I do for my tomatoes. Previous years, I've also had cucumbers. Like if you have a single liter cucumber plant, then you can do that as well too. So it just works for everything. So let me know in the comments if you've tried a different system that actually works better for you, and we'll go from there. But keep on growing it, and I hope you guys have a successful tomato season. So let the canning season begin.